I'm gonna show y'all how to flesh these rabbit hides. You know, obviously they've been skinned. These were frozen. They don't have to be, but if they are, make sure you thaw them out. They've been washed in Dawn dish detergent and water. I haven't rinsed them off yet because I'm gonna wash them again after I get done. These were around 13 weeks, 12 to 14, somewhere in there. The younger they are, the thinner they are. Rabbit hides are very thin. I usually start with the armhole and use that to hold like this. Just need a fleshing knife. Any trapping supply store. I think there's even some trapping supply stores on Amazon that sell them relatively cheap. I don't know, $14 to $20. Well worth it. Anyone you get though, not sharp. It's a dull, it's made for scraping, not cutting. You're actually pushing. Alright, so like I said, I'll start with armhole here. You don't want to angle down. You want to not quite perpendicular to it, but at a little bit of an angle. And you'll just kind of have to get used to the motion and the feel of it. By the way, this fleshing beam is just a piece of sewer pipe that I cut. 2x4s, frame on the bottom holding it together. I mean, you pretty much just build it out of stuff you find. And if you're going to do a lot of hides, I suggest this setup instead of pickling it first and then peeling it by hand, which takes forever. Anyway, then you just turn all the way around the armhole. Just work your way all the way around. And there you can see the difference of what it should look like. Then go to the other one. What I like to do in the neck is make sure I have a pretty good, by the time I get both of the armholes, I got a decent amount, basically from the, I guess the chest, right under the armpits, up, done. Be careful on the females with the nipples underneath. You can pop them real easy or it'll just rip. So take note of that. Which they're always, if you cut them down the stomach to open them up, they're always going to be on this edge on both sides. Once you got an area, like I said, from about the armpits, under the armpits, all the way up to the neck done, lay it up like this, pull it down. I have a small pair of padded vice grips. Work great for this. It might mark the skin up a little bit, but it'll come out. It's not gonna stay. I'll show you what I'm talking about when I'm done. You'll see lots of little circles in it. If you get to a stubborn spot, you kind of roll it like that on the edge, and that'll loosen it up so you can keep pushing. And depending on how far you're comfortable with your reach, I like to work up here. It's easier. Get down a little bit, pull it on up, clamp it again. Just keep going. We have a leather and fur shop, so I do a lot of skinning and a lot of fleshing and tanning. So doing the rabbit hides like this is a lot easier for me. And even before I started with rabbit hides, this is what I did. It was just much easier than spending forever trying to peel it off by hand after it soaks for a week and having to peel it 2 or 3 times. Kind of just going through this with you. And this is about the average speed. I don't try to speed through it like a crazy person. Nobody really cares how fast you can do it. And the ends, sometimes you'll rip the ends off. Like I said, they're really, really thin skinned. And that's pretty much it. There's little pieces, you know, you can pull off if you need to, but they really don't bother anything. As long as you get the majority of it off, you'll have little pieces here and there sometimes. But these are the little marks I was talking about from the pads. They'll go away. Don't worry about it. And that's it. Now I'll put it back in the bucket with the Dawn soap and water while I do the rest of them, and then I'll clean all of them in fresh Dawn and soap and water, and then rinse them until they come clean, because after this you're not going to be able to wet them again, because I don't tan these like with oil and everything else like I do other stuff. So if these get wet, they'll get stiff again. This is more of an alum type tan, which is my first step in tanning anyway, and I just do these in with them. But there's just, I found no need to go the way extra step with these. But, and then another video, I'll show you how to mix everything up, the alum and the salt and the water and all that stuff. That's it.